I am the owner of CLM Custom Designs on Etsy as well as YouTube, and my channel is all things crafting. So if you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. Come on in and take a seat, and let's get ready to learn something. Today is going to be a little bit different. I'm trying to fix something that I messed up on because I want to try to salvage it. So you may have seen one of my shorts, or I might have even done a video, I can't remember, where I did this doormat. I messed up the doormat a few times before I finally got it right. But I thought, man, these doormats are a decent cost and I don't want to just get rid of it. So what can I do to try to fix it, right? So as you can see, this one, I've already taken off that top layer of fabric. I took this off of this one, right? And then I want to join fabric to see if I could find something that was comparable that I could sublimate on. Of course, with sublimation, you need it to be polyester, but I needed it to be sort of the same texture and around the same shade so that it could work. So I actually found this. This is a tough fabric. This is for, I think they might use it for outdoor furniture, but in any event, I found this sheet and I thought, oh, this may be perfect. It's 100% polyester. So I'm gonna see if it could work for me, right? So the first thing I am going to do is measure out exactly how long the sheet should be. So it appears to be, because it's on the inside, so it's probably about 24.5 inches, right? So that's what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna measure out 24.5 inches. Whoops. And I'm gonna see if that works. Let me overlap it. I'm gonna give it a little bit more because I think I'm going to kind of tuck it. I don't know. I don't want the ends to be frayed. So maybe I'll just do a 25 and that'll give me a little bit extra. Okay. Yep. I got some room to play with. So probably will cut it a little shorter. But anyway, this is kind of where we're at. I was thinking about trying to figure out how to get those edges to not fray. I think I'm gonna hot glue them. So anyway, this is my concept, to put this piece in here and then to sublimate on here and have a new rug. So how am I gonna do that? I'm going to figure out how to finish these edges. That's the first thing, because as you can see, if you pull at them, they do fray. So I think I'm gonna run a bead of hot glue on them. Maybe not hot glue, but a bead of glue to kind of seal the edges. Okay, let me get some glue and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my heat gun. Not a heat gun, my glue gun. So I'm plugging that up to get that started. I got some spray adhesive and I got some E6000. So my first thought is to spray this with some adhesive and to add to that a little bit of the hot glue and see if I can get this to stay down. That's my first thought. You're gonna see how that goes. So it's just a matter of getting that heat up. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this so this can be getting tacky. Okay. I will say that the adhesive, I think, is doing its thing. I'm just going to smooth this out, but that part is working, I think. And I'm just going to have to methodically, or piece by piece, kind of maybe glue in these corners. So just a little bit at a time, maybe, so that it doesn't. Okay, I have trimmed it up as best as I can. It still looks a little janky, so I wanted to kind of find something that I could kind of lay in the corner, and I had came up with this black roping. It's just cotton polyester cord that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I am just going to run it along the edge so that those edges are clean. So again, I got my hot glue gun heating up. Okay, I have done the piping all around the mat. However, as I sit here, I probably should have printed my image before I put my piping on, because with the press, I don't know that I'm going to get a good seal on this, because this is upraised and I need to get it to press on here. So I probably will use my hand press for this one, because of the fact that I have this and I need to get a good seal. We'll see. Maybe I use my pressing pillow. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So if I was doing it again, I would say put your piping on last. So now I'm just printing out my image. Just a very simple image. I didn't do anything extensive. It just says welcome to our home, which it is printing out now. And remember, when you are doing sublimation, you need to print it in reverse. So here it is, just welcome to our home, like that. I am going to tape it down. So it doesn't move. Get me a piece of blowout paper. Probably gonna have to do it in 2 sections, 1 and 1. So that, because the press is not big enough to cover it all at once. So it's just gonna wait for that to heat up. And while it's heating up, I will have a conversation with you for a second. So you may be wondering how much cost is added to the mat. So the mat itself was like $17 plus tax. So that was one reason why I did not want to just chalk it up as a loss. I got this material on sale. I think the whole entire yard that I showed you, it might have been like $3 or $4 in the remnant section of Joann Fabric. This rope that I just got was like $2.99 for the whole entire row. Of course, I already had hot glue laying around and the spray, so that didn't really cost me anything. So for what I had to add to it, I thought it was worth going ahead and repairing it. So if you feel like it's too much to add to the already cost of the rug, then you may not want to do it. You might want to throw it away. But for me, that was not an option. I needed to find a way to fix this so that it can be used again. And I am very thrilled with what I found. And I'm going to be even happier after I press this and see it done. That will be the determining factor. We have a little while longer. It's at 375. And remember, it needs to get to 400. And if you are using a hand press when you're doing this, do not move it around like you're ironing. You don't want to do that. You want to lay it down, firm pressure for the 60 seconds, and then move it to the next section for the firm pressure for 60 seconds. 60 seconds. You just heard that beep. So let me flip you back down so you can see me do this press. And we are going to do the next section for an additional 60 seconds. Oh, and I'm going to stop because I can see that I just ruined it. And I think it's... probably should have done a test. Maybe it was too hot. Interesting. All right, well, that didn't work, peeps. So, I'm not sure though. I'm not really sure what part didn't work. Okay, this is what I'm going to do because I need to know. Even though that was an epic fail, as you can see, it burnt everything. So what I need to know is if it was the heat, temperature, or if it was just this material. And this one over in this corner and see after we use this, which I'm not sure how hot this gets. It's more like a 1, 2, 3, but what I do know is it's not 400 degrees. So once that heats up, we are going to see whether or not it melts it. And if it melts it, then I'm gonna say it won't work. I'm sure it's not even, oh, it's starting. Yeah. So I don't think that this can really take any heat, honestly, because everything sticks to it. So I am going to say, yeah, that this is an epic fail. So we can wrap this video up. Well, for as genius as I thought the idea was, it didn't work. And sometimes that happens, but I had to know to be absolutely sure. Now you may think, well, I'm going to throw this rug away, but I'm not. I'm going to do one of two things. I'm going to try to embroider on the last couple of pieces that I have left to see, because if it lets me embroider on it, which it should, then I can re-stick it back down. If that doesn't work, then I will simply cover this with it and it will be plain. But, or, I mean, I guess I could put a stencil on it and I could even paint on it. But the point is, I know this rug can be saved. So, I don't know exactly how it's going to end up, but whatever it ends up, I will definitely show you. It may be in a different video, but I will definitely show you. But for this video, I can tell you, do not try to sublimate. Do not even try to put vinyl on it, because this material will not take the heat. Even though it's polyester, it will not take that 400-degree heat. It wouldn't even take less than that, to be honest. It just completely melts. So I don't know what that's about, but don't do it. Save yourself the trouble. But anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me while I attempted to salvage my mat. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share my video with anyone else who you think would enjoy my content. And until we meet again, be safe. Bye-bye.